Howdy, y'all. Long time no see. We're still hanging in here. Yeah, sorry I haven't gotten videos out in quite a long time, but we've just been doing a lot of like half parts of projects, not even half, just one part of a project here and then going on to another one. So I just haven't put any videos out because of that, because I just have a little footage here and there. Trying not to like give you partial builds of something, but we're going to do it again here at the deck. We'll probably do a part two for this back deck, free floating deck build a little later on, because we're not done with it yet, but might as well give you what I got. So for now, we just have those four widely spaced, or not very widely spaced footers, but they're huge footers. And, you know, they got to be pretty tall, so we're using some 4x6s here that we got. So just trying to, I think I had a laser level up there. I did. You can see the green laser in the background there. So just trying to get them to where it's going to be at the base of the door, and then cut them off, and then leveled them up and down, and then cross braced them so they won't fall over. Put some little caps on them, and then put some more 4x6s on top of them. And we got the laser level out, so we're getting them square to each other. And we'll see how I kind of mess this up a little bit in the end, but not too bad, because they're square to each other. But we'll work on getting the deck box built now. We just want to put some weatherproofing here, even though we're going to put a roof on top of this one, like much like we did in the front on the front deck. But you know, rain doesn't always go straight up and down. Sometimes we got some wind, they go sideways, and you know, it'll get wet. So we'll do the best we can is trying to keep them dry. And I think I just used some 2x6 or 6s here, and 8 feet long. So this deck frame is going to be, you know, basically 8 feet by 8 feet. And had to pull it out here a bit and clamp it out so it didn't fall off to the right, so I can get this end piece on. I needed enough room in the back there to use my nail gun and get it put on there. So we did that. And we just space it out here. I think I'm going on 16 on center with these, since it's 2x6s, not 2x8s. So similar to framing spacing for like a wall or something. But yeah, just laid them on there. And I think I just put like one on each end here, and go around the back and do one on each. And then I go around and kind of vertical straighten them and go back. And I think I put three, I think you're supposed to put 3 nails in with the 2x6. 2 nails for 2x4s, 3 nails for 2x6, 4 nails for 2x8s, I believe. So anyway, so now we're getting it to where it's only a few inches off the back wall there of the house. And I decided, since I'm going to put a shelter above this, we're just setting out some, you know, pier blocks here on the ends. Just those little, you know, 8-inch or 10-inch blocks there. Kind of flatten it out on the ground, put some gravel as a base, and then putting these here. And it's not going to support the weight of the deck, so it's just on those blocks. Not a big deal, because the giant footers are for the weight of the deck, but there will be significant weight on these two, I guess. I mean, this one I didn't bring that 4x4 all the way down to the ground, because it's just going to be a, you know, post beam for a handrail, and then the handrail that goes down for the stairs. So I mean, maybe I should have put it all the way to the ground, but I think as long as I sturdy it up enough around it, we'll be good to go. And here I decided, okay, we're going to put some weatherproofing on top of the 2x6 joist as well. And then I just had the deck boards up there, didn't screw them in, just set them up there so I had something to walk on. So we're going around, moving them here and there, and putting the tape down. And then when we get past the halfway point, gotta throw those 2x4s up. And yeah, I didn't use pressure treated on here, because again, I'm gonna do the shelter above, so it won't be as wet as it would here in the Northwest without it. And I will stain it in the end. Not this summer that was being filmed here. Gosh, I wish I could wear some shorts again here, but it's coming up as we're coming on the end of winter here. We didn't really have much of a winter out in the Northwest, but anyway, I didn't film the, you know, nailing in or screwing in of those deck boards, but we're just putting in the bottom post for the rails, handrails, and the top ones as well. nothing too exciting. And I think I'll talk about it here in the end, but I didn't buy those little, I was measuring off with the little aluminum tube. You see that there that I had for the front deck, but in the end, we'll see what I use here in a minute. Yeah, just putting the outer end, and didn't want to spend a ton of money to go up here for the beams for the the awning or roof or whatever you want to call it. So I just used some nail plates there, and sistered in a piece there. And those nail plates are pretty sturdy. I mean, I used them in floor joists and stuff, and as long as you use the certified ones, it should be strong enough. And we just have to worry about some lateral winds anyway. It's not going to be too much pressure going on them, so straight up and down, it's going to be sitting on top of each other, so no biggie. But man, so not fun using just those hand nailers and doing them one by one, but is what it is. It's not like I'm doing a million of them, so not a huge deal. It's always good to get a workout. And yep, there we go. Just wanted to put it a few inches above the roof up there, so you don't get too much splash coming down. And then I do, much like the front end, put some 2x4s that go about a foot over the roof. So this little 4x4 there, it's got some warpage in it, unfortunately, but again, not a huge deal since it's just holding up a pretty lightweight awning. And there's I think I used, 12 footers maybe, no less than 10, because we have about 8 foot wide deck. So I think I did 10, maybe 12, but I think it was 10. I'm not sure, because it was going to go off of however much length it was for the clear awning corrugated plastic that I put up there. And as happens with filming this with an old memory stick, either I ran out of memory in my card or I ran out of battery. But while I was doing this part, it ends right about there, I think. Yeah, so I was thinking these corrugated came in 12 feet, but I think I did do 10 feet on this end, because I'm almost positive I did 12 on the front deck because it's a wider deck than this one, but since it's only 8, I just needed it to come over about a foot on each side. So yeah, I think I cut them down to 10 feet or so. So anyway, yeah, just screwing them down to the perpendicular little stringers there, and go one by one. And, it goes pretty fast. Although it was fairly pleasant day out, but near the end here it gets a little breezy. You can see the branches move here, but when I go to this side here, you'll see with the last one, you can see the big maple tree moving around quite a bit. But also, luckily, I'm kind of in a bowl down here, and it doesn't get too bad. But you see I sit it there, then I have to move the ladder, and then there goes the wind blowing that down a bit. But luckily it didn't fly away, so I didn't have to go chasing anything. But anyway, here's a breakdown of what went on. So much like the front deck, we're not finished here, and I didn't get a chance to stain it before winter, so it's a little bit darker. It's not as bad as the front, though. Surprisingly, there is some mold up in the wood up there, but the front one's pretty bad. So I don't know, I think because we get a little bit more sun on this one. Actually, I know that's the case. So anyway, I didn't show this being done, and this is just a bunch of the battens I got from a house that was being torn down, and I didn't spend the money for the aluminum tubing like I did in the front. So I put these in here, and I think they worked out pretty good. So yeah, we have to put in some giant stair runners down here at some point. I got the wood, so hopefully we'll get that done here, and I'll either put this all the way up to there or just cut it off, probably cut it off here. Who knows, or maybe I'll make a little shelf going across, but yeah, so this is where we're at for now. Just a small, I think this is 8x8-ish, probably talked about that before. And we'll put a little bench, probably that front bench I have on the front porch, if you've seen it. I'll probably put it here, and I just makeshift this little thing here to get the water from stopping and collecting there. So anyway, that's what we got for now, and we'll finish this up and give you a part 2 at some point this summer, I'm sure. But oh yeah, I'll give you a downstairs view here, but yeah, that's so the stair runners will come down here, And so we'll landscape some stuff here. We'll landscape this whole property, but here's underneath. And yeah, we're going to put the skirting here at some point. Hopefully there'll be enough airflow going through here to hit the mini split. Yeah, here it is. Everything seems to be pretty solid. And I did just put these outer ones on blocks there, but these ones are, the main supports are definitely on some overkill footers, but it's not going anywhere. It shakes a little bit, but it's all good. So there you go, y'all. And we'll see you on the next one. All right, take care.